Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me here today. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the weekly development and flighting update for Halo 2 on PC over at halowaypoint.com. And then we're going to take a look at some news regarding the possible delay of the Xbox Series X. So stick around. Now, the following information comes from halowaypoint.com. It is a small article, but I will put the link in the description in case you guys are interested in taking a look at it. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the forum update. It says, "Welcome back to another weekly development and flighting update. The team has made fantastic progress over the past week for our upcoming flight, including branching the build and curating down the content. We are almost ready to begin testing in Rings 1 and 2. We are not yet flighting to build them yet, as there are a few blockers. Once those have been resolved and verified, we will begin flighting to the Rings 1 and 2 groups, and then push to our public flight for Halo Insiders in Ring 3. In some awesome news relating to flighting, we've begun testing out the latest evolution of how we will message and invite flight participants. Going forward, we will no longer be sending out emails with all pertinent information surrounding a flight. We've been testing out our new information delivery system on Waypoint, and we'll be putting it through the rounds with our Rings 1 and 2 folks soon. Once the flight blockers are fixed, test performs throughout Ring 1 and 2, and we get the green light that we are ready to go, we will begin our flighting for Halo 2 and Halo 2 Anniversary to the public. Earlier this month, we talked about additional pieces that we were hoping to flight for, Halo Reach, Halo Combat Evolved, but these changes need to cook just a little bit longer. The scope of the upcoming flight will include content for Halo 2 Anniversary for campaign, multiplayer, and theater, Halo 2A only, as well as some new features that players haven't seen yet. So hang in there, folks. We are head down working to get these things into your hands and appreciate your patience. So the flighting content is going to be cut down to what seems like the bare minimum for just Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo 2 Classic and multiplayer on PC for the flight. I'm assuming that it is because of the current situation, and with them working at home, they could probably only just do so much from working at home. One thing, though, that I think is a little bit interesting is the fact that they're not going to be sending out emails to the insider testers anymore. I could think of a couple of reasons why, and they've stated this before in their previous posts on the matter, is that when they send out the emails, sometimes they get flagged by email services as spam, and a lot of people that they invite don't end up actually joining in the flight. So I'm assuming that this is their remedy of fixing to be able to get everyone that they want to invite to actually participate in the flights that are happening. And as far as some new features that players haven't seen yet, this is super exciting for me. What I'm hoping that it is going to be the custom games browser. I think that that would be absolutely amazing. So hopefully that is what they're going to be flighting. I would assume that they would flight that for Xbox as well, considering that they pretty much have parity between the games, that when the PC gets an update, the Xbox usually gets that same update just a little bit later on. So hopefully they're testing the custom games browser. Now, moving on to the next news story. This is an article from Forbes. I will put the link in the description in case you guys are interested, again, in reading this. The headline reads, "Microsoft comments on the potential of an Xbox Series X launch delay." While the release of video games consoles are not exactly the most pressing issue facing the globe right now, it is something that stuck-at-home gamers have been wondering about as we approach the next console generation. Will the next console, Xbox Series X and PS5, be delayed because of current world situations? Even though these release dates are holiday 2020 and still very far away, obviously production needs to ramp up now, and since many of the parts of these consoles are made on the other side of the world where everything started, but Microsoft seems to be confident that things are going to be okay and products like the Series X should be able to avoid delays. The last two Xbox consoles both launched on November 22nd, although no specific release date has been announced for the Series X so far. It is worth noting that at one point on their website, I believe it was a European site for Xbox, it said coming Thanksgiving 2020, and that was then very quickly corrected that it was a misprint and that holiday 2020. Now, we all assume that as long as everything goes well, they can launch it in the month of November. That is pretty much when most consoles launch, is in November. And if they were to go for the 22nd again, I think that'd be pretty interesting, and that kind of seems like their date for the Xbox. One thing that might be worth questioning is with 343 Industries working at home, and they've talked about the impact that everything has happened with them. Is it possible that maybe Halo Infinite could be delayed? And if it is delayed by even just a little bit, would Xbox want to delay their console so that it does launch with it? Or are they just going to launch the console anyway, and then once Halo comes out, kind of make a hard push with it? Who knows? I mean, we'll find out soon enough, obviously, in the coming months. That is something that I feel is worth mentioning. But as always, don't forget, in order to be part of the conversation and have your voice heard, hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment in the section down below. Do you guys think everything should be delayed until early 2021? Go ahead and let me know. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. I've got my social media and Discord there, and all of them are free to follow and join. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Give me a thumbs down if you disliked the video. Just let me know why in the comments section. And until next time, everyone, thank you all for joining me here today, and I'll see all of you in the next video.